We asked storytellers to select a type of story and some words to inspire the stories that they tell.
Pierre and Clara lived in a brownstone in Brooklyn. They had a nice life. They'd been there for a long, long time. And then Clara said one day, "Pierre, I've fallen in love with someone else, and I'm taking our child with us." Pierre said, "Why, Clara? Why? We have a wonderful life." And Clara said, "To you maybe, but not to me. So I will take our little child Fidel with us to go live with my new boyfriend." Pierre wept and wept. He just didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to bring his life back together. He stayed in his apartment for days. He called Clara one day and he said, "Why, Clara, why did you leave me?" She said, "Well, you know, you're just an Uber driver. And I want somebody who's a famous artist already. You know, you've put away your paints, you don't paint anymore. And, you know, Julio's got his stuff together. He's in restaurants and lobbies all over Manhattan. And, you know, you've just kind of lost your creativity, Pierre." Pierre wept and wept again. He didn't know what to do. And he's missing his child. It's been 3 weeks. Clara said he would be a bad influence on her if he came around with his, you know, slacker kind of ways, just driving an Uber all night. She wanted her son Fidel to see a real go-getter painter. Well, Pierre had nothing but blank walls in his apartment. And he broke out his paints and he looked around and he looked at all 4 walls. He had rented out the other rooms just to get some money in. And amidst all the clamor and noise of these new student roommates, he took out his paints and he painted a long purple line all around all 4 walls. And he said, "This is for you, Fidel." And at the beginning of the line, he started out drawing a picture of him as a young man going to art school. He got a full scholarship to School of Visual Arts. Then he went on to different galleries and showing in some places and showing in others. And then he met Clara, and they had a wonderful life together in Brooklyn. They went to a few different apartments, and then they had that one where they were for many years and sent Fidel. A little further down, he wrote the line, "Fidel is born." Further down, he said, "Fidel goes to school." So he wrote a timeline of everything his family did, starting from him and then Clara and Fidel, to show their lives together. And he showed stories and pictures that showed to Fidel how nice it was, how nice they had things. And he took his phone and he recorded everything on those walls. He showed a happy life, and he showed him working in an Uber at the end of that line. And at the very, very, very end of the line, he drew a little picture frame and wrote the words "future." And he sent it to Fidel at Clara's house, Clara and Julio's house. And he told Clara, "Show this to Fidel when he's a little older, so he will know that there is something ahead for me and something ahead for him and something ahead for all of us to work this all out together.